So I'm going to play this song. It's called Don't Worry About Me. It's from the Soul on 10 record, beginning to end. I'll shorten the guitar solo. Actually, it's a saxophone solo. I'll play fewer bars than are actually on the recording there, but otherwise, this is the song. Don't worry about me. It's not so bad to be alone. I got nobody bending my ear. I keep a distance to the telephone so the quiet can come through clear. When something goes by, just goes by. When something comes down, it just comes down. Don't you worry about me. I feel the earth beneath my feet. I don't mind cooking the food I eat. Found some brand new wonders on the same old street. It's not so bad to be alone. I got nobody bending my ear. I keep a distance to the telephone so the quiet can come through clear. When something goes by, it just goes by. When something comes down, it just comes down. No more digging for gold. I used to be me a sorry mess. My world in chaos and a mountain of stress. But a man of peace will be surely blessed. Of war are in need of grease. A billion more, it's a war on peace. You keep feeding the fire, it will never cease. So that's where the song began, when I first started writing this. And it was actually originally in the key of C. It's in B here now. B here now. And which is why you see me playing, for instance, this chord. I would avoid that at all costs if I could. But the song originally being in C, that's how I played the F chord. It was like an F6. But we moved it down in the studio because it was just a little too high for me to sing it. So the first chord is B major triad, which I play like this. Then E over G sharp. There's a G sharp in the root, right? And that's E. That's B again, but with an F sharp in the root. Again, these chord voicings might be hard for a lot of you. It is a bit of a stretch, and to play them quickly is, it takes some time, but you can get it. And then that's E6, right? It's basically an E triad with a 6th down here. So you don't have to play exactly these chord voicings. Basically, it's B, E, B, E. That's pretty much what it is. If a bass player is playing these low notes, then the guitar is a little freer to, move about. You can play a variety of voicings. A major 7. Again, I'm just playing those 3 notes. If I play that, it sounds too pretty. It's just too pretty. So if I play this, to me, somehow it avoids sounding overly pretty, and yet you still get the feeling that a major 7th chord has. C sharp 9 without the 3rd. If I put the 3rd in there, it's a different chord, right? It sounds totally different than this. That's a little more open sounding, not quite so defined. It's not so bad to be alone. I got nobody bending my ear. I keep a distance to the telephone so the quiet can come through clear. When something goes by, just goes by. When something comes down, it just comes down. So that was basically all I had. And it just never would go anywhere. I assumed that was a verse, and that I had to write another verse now using that chord sequence, and then I'd find a chorus. But I just couldn't get it off the ground. So what I did was turn that into a chorus. So the song actually begins with the chorus. And in order to get out of my rut, basically I just decided to take a super left turn. This thing is basically just kind of kicking down the street, You're kind of by yourself and it's in the morning. It's not so bad to be alone. I got nobody bending my ear, right? Peaceful. I keep my distance to the telephone so the quiet can come through clear. When something goes by, just goes by. Something comes down, it just comes down. So I just kind of went the other way with the whole vibe. And I just started playing this rocked out vamp. And the first verse goes, let's see. Don't you worry about me. I feel the earth beneath my feet. I don't mind cooking the food I eat. Found some brand new wonders on the same old street. Back to kicking down the street. So this little vamp found some brand new wonders on the same old street. So that's the way Jimi Hendrix played a major triad voicing. He didn't do this like ever. That's how he played a major chord. And new wonders. This is basically like C sharp with a 3rd in the root, with the addition of the 6th and the 9th. So that's a C sharp 6/9. fourths. My favorite minor 7 voicing, A flat minor 7 to B flat. And then there's this line. Those are fourths as well. So, it's a little bluesy thing there, right? So we're getting back to B. So that series of chords again. I feel the earth beneath my feet. I don't mind cooking the food I eat. Found some brand new wonders on the same old street. So I'll play that lick slowly for you one more time. I'm just, as you can see, I'm just using one finger for all of it. So you notice again, like I'm dampening strings down here. Anything I don't want to hear, I just do anything I can to keep it quiet, you know? You just are always kind of touching the guitar. Well, I'm playing this like that. My first note instead of this. And then all the rest of them with my first finger. That's very wacky sounding, but I had no choice. So this song's called Don't Worry About Me. And that, you know, original, again, chorus kind of set the atmosphere for the song. And then beyond that, I felt like I could just kind of talk about anything. You know, I was no longer locked into more images, more imagery about what it is to be alone and walking down the street in the morning in your neighborhood, you know. I felt like I could just say anything because I made this sharp left turn with that rocked out. Don't you worry about me. I feel the earth beneath my feet. I don't mind cooking the food I eat. Found some brand new wonders on the same old street. And then back, right? And the second verse goes, let's see. No more digging for gold. So it's no more rat race. No more digging for gold. I used to be me a sorry mess. My world in chaos and a mountain of stress. But a man of peace will be surely blessed. Then it goes into an alto saxophone solo. Third verse goes, the wheels of war are in need of grease. A billion more, it's a war on peace. You keep feeding the fire, it will never cease. And that's basically the song. Again, just that whole quality of being able to kind of say anything, you know, from this, it's like just the thoughts that you would have walking down the street. Could be anything, you know. And that kind of set me free, you know, making that left turn with the kind of rocked out chord progression. And then just kind of, anything could happen now, you know. So I'm just kind of mentioning this as a little, maybe a little hint at a way to work with your own songwriting if you are indeed a songwriter. Like just these little things can make a big difference, you know. Just a real change like that sets an entirely different mood. there are a lot of chords in all of these songs, and to play them and sing them at the same time is a challenge, again, even for me, even though I wrote these things. But the fact that the chords and the melody are integrated, is helpful. I mean, everything is written to work together, even though it's difficult to play and sing at the same time, and it requires something I can't describe, but it is sort of like, right and left brain or something. I mean, there's definitely a quality of like splitting yourself in a way. I mean, I have to be still. Inside, I have to be still, And I see videos of me performing, and I'm singing and playing the guitar, and it looks to me like such a bore, because I can't really move. I have to be relaxed and concentrated at the same time in order to do this, It is hard. It's a lot of work, actually. Not necessarily something that I would recommend, but at the same time, it's been enjoyable for me to develop this side of myself, the singer-songwriter, and at the same time a player, where I'm playing a lot of guitar and I'm also delivering a lyric. I take a lot of pleasure and pride in that, as opposed to necessarily playing a new 2-5-1,